Yo, what's up guys, it's Anime Analysis TV and today we're going to be talking about Naruto. Naruto is the first anime I ever watched. I must have been around 8 or 9 years old when I started and I was hooked from the get-go. Some of the early fights like Naruto and Sasuke vs Haku and Lee vs Gaara in the Chunin exam had me so excited as a kid. But then as time went by I felt more and more distant from the anime I loved so dearly as a child, until it reached a point deep into Shippuden where I couldn't get myself to watch it anymore. So today I'll be exploring the 5 main ways I believe the writers ruined Naruto. Number 1. Motivations. Both the good and evil characters seem to lack any real deep motivation later on in the series, and even those who had substantial motivation early on in Naruto, such as Orochimaru and Sasuke, changed into very shallow and confusing. Let's focus on to Sasuke for a moment. His early motivations, although simple, were really understandable and somewhat relatable. Although he was a bad character later on in the normal Naruto, we can understand where he's coming from. If someone killed your entire family, you would probably seek revenge too, and the relatability was what made Naruto great. After the Itachi fight arc and the truth coming into light, his motivations really became blurry. He did the exact opposite of what his beloved Itachi wanted, and no one who knew the truth even called him out on it. That to me makes absolutely no sense. Also, as part of his motivations to destroy the leaf, he wanted to kill some of the younger generation such as Naruto himself, even though he literally had no part to play. Surely his anger would be entirely directed at the village elders. This turned Sasuke into a confused character from someone who is genuinely multi-layered and interesting. At number 2, Resurrection. This issue really came into fruition after the Naruto pain fight. If anyone and everyone gets resurrected, then death literally means nothing. For those who have watched One Piece, one of the most iconic moments was Ace's death. Imagine 2 episodes later he came back to life. Most of us would have forgotten it even happened. Back to Naruto. Most have probably forgotten Kakashi has already died and that half the leaf got destroyed. And that constant theme of resurrection carries forward to the future, even when characters really do die. For example, Neji's and Asuma's death, although they were iconic moments, I'm sure would have had a more profound effect if there wasn't a constant theme of resurrection. Number 3. Redemption. In the Naruto ninja world, it seems like you can pretty much do any and everything and be redeemed after a nice chat with Naruto. You can destroy a whole village and kill one of the Sannin in the case of Nagato, or even start a war, kill the Hokage, and once again destroy the whole village in the case of Obito. But a few heartfelt words from Naruto about his dreams and you're once again a loving hero character. That's not how the real world works. Redemption is possible, and it's a concept that is explored in many anime, TV shows, books, and films, but it should never be that easy. It's a long-winded road, and to have this reoccurring theme of instant redemption ruins the show in my opinion. At number 4, Jutsus and Power. Remember how exciting it was when Sasuke first learnt Chidori? Or even later on, when Naruto learnt the Rasen Shuriken. It was rewarding because it took time and effort. Back then it took the average character a few episodes to learn a jutsu. Towards the end of the series, they were learning more than one jutsu an episode, and the power just got too ridiculous. An easy example to use to illustrate this is Kakashi. When he first used Kamui, it took a huge toll on his body, but then in the war arc, he was using it like it was nothing. Obviously I understand he got stronger as time went by, but it was still way too much. Naruto towards the end became more like Dragon Ball Z, and that's not what Naruto fans are accustomed to. The first few fights were great because they were tactical, smart, as well as incorporating some really interesting and diverse jutsu. For example, the Shikamaru, Kakashi and Naruto fight against Hidan and Kakazu was awesome. It had everything, and I believe if the writers kept the same theme going with a slight upgrade in jutsu, the series would have been much more fun towards the end. Number 5. Villains. Although I'm not one of those critics who believes every show has to have one primary villain and that's it, Naruto took it way too far. The villain behind the villain's surprise just got so dull and boring at the end, and making the villain someone who was never mentioned or cared about until she pops out of nowhere was honestly the biggest disappointment for me. A final battle is much more exciting when all the characters involved have a decent backstory and there's some sort of attachment to them, and creating villains out of nowhere just to end the series feels like a huge cop-out for me. Even if they left Madara as the main villain, who I'm not a great fan of as a character by the way, it would have been much better than Kaguya, and in all of the animes I've ever watched, Naruto probably has the worst final battle, and that's mainly due to the primary villain. Once again, thanks for watching guys. Do comment below if you disagree with me, which you probably will, if you think other elements were in Naruto, or even if you liked it as it is and you think the writers got it right. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more content.